The patented lifting eye from Design Precast Pipe. Seems like a simple enough device, but this seemingly simple device is the first major patent on concrete pipe since the invention of reinforced pipe in 1849. That's 165 years. But as most of you know, the lifting eye was worth the wait. Even though many of the ways that this innovation has revolutionized the concrete pipe industry, believe it or not, some people still choose to do it the old-fashioned way and just don't seem to care about adding money to their bottom line. So today, we bring you Seeing is Believing 2. Yet another example of how the lifting eye is changing the concrete pipe industry for the better.
If you saw Seeing is Believing 1, you saw where the Design Precast patented lifting eye beat the pipe with a lifting hole hands down. And remember, the lifting hole was put in to make pipe transfer easier. Well, now more and more engineers are finding that the lifting hole is a liability. So today, we have a challenge between the patented lifting eye from Design Precast and pipe with no hole. You ready, boys? Let's go! Now, the pipe with no hole, they have to use an extra machine to lift the pipe and get something like a cable or a strap around it to actually lift it up. With the lifting eye, all they have to do is the operator and the pipe, and they lift it up just like that. As you've seen, the lifting eye takes less labor, less machinery, less equipment. But to make this a little more challenging, the lifting eye crew is going to 2 people, 1 operator and 1 in the trench. Now the lifting eye crew is down to 2 men, 1 operator, 1 in the trench. Let's see how they do. With the lifting eye, you're always balanced the same way. With this, they have to measure to make sure they have that in the right place to be balanced. Another thing, that's why the lifting eye is so much safer than using something like this. You don't have 2 men out, you've got a perfect balance. You only have 1 man and he's in the trench and it's a perfectly balanced structure. Lifting eye is about to win this competition. Hey, it's over, it's over, it's over. Well, we did it again. Seeing is believing. 2. This time we proved that the lifting eye from Design Precast Pipe is a revolutionary device that can save you time and money. For instance, we ended up with a 2-man crew on the lifting eye side. The whole time they were working with a 6-man crew. And that included an extra machine, a forklift, that had to raise the pipe where they could get the cable around it. So as you've seen, it's a lot faster, a lot less labor, and a lot safer. And the 2-man crew laid 10 pieces of pipe while the 6-man crew was still trying to get their 5th in the ground. Well, it just goes to show you, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. If you're not using the lifting eye, you're losing money. For Design Precast Pipe, home of the lifting eye, I'm Barry Foster.
You just saw how much more productivity you gain and time you save when you use the lifting eye. Now we're going to show you where it really counts, in dollars saved. The excavator for both crews was at $80 per hour, but the crew not using the lifting eye had to have an additional machine to lift the pipe at an additional $70 per hour. Pipe layers for both crews were at $20 an hour. Each crew had a trench man at $18 per hour. Here is where the lifting eye crew cuts off. But the crew using the solid pipe without the lifting eye has to have 2 additional bank men at $18 each. So the total hourly cost for the crew not using the lifting eye comes out to $224 per hour. The cost per hour for the lifting eye crew, $118 per hour. With production projections, you can lay 100 linear feet in an 8-hour day, not using lifting eye. Crews using the lifting eye can lay 167 linear feet in an 8-hour day. This means if you're not using the lifting eye pipe, you're spending $17.92 per linear foot to lay pipe. Using the lifting eye, it costs you $5.65 per linear foot to lay pipe. $17.92 per linear foot without the lifting eye, $5.65 per linear foot when you're using the lifting eye. That means you could put 3 times the money to your bottom line. The patented lifting eye from Design Precast, designed to save you money.